this is the Skywave Lord synthesizer, which is where I got the name from, obviously. Built by my dad, Jeremy, in about, I think, 1978. And he originally built, well, he said he built 10 of them. Since sort of doing the Skywave project and putting it on the internet, a few people have appeared to actually own them as well, which has been really great to sort of make that connection. And he's amazed that there's still people out there using them. And he based it on a Mini Moog, but kind of the idea, I think, was to make a Mini Moog style synth that would be great for live performance. So it's got this kind of joystick control, nice large controls, and built into the flight case. But it's basically, yeah, a dual oscillator, but with these different sort of waveforms, as well as white noise, pink noise, a tuner, ring modulator, filter, phaser, and then the amplifier. And just give you some sounds. So that's the one oscillator, that's the other. This is a mixer between the two, and you can mix in white noise as well if you want.
So is that the only one left in your family, or does your dad have another one? Is that the only one left in your family?
This is the one that was that was in the family, and growing up there was always sort of synthesizers knocking around, but funny enough this one was never out. Like, we had the Poly 6, called Poly 6, that was the one I used to play on when I was a kid. Me and my sister used to just muck around, kind of just to see who could make the maddest sound, and to get my dad to make Star Wars sounds. That's what we were into, and used to spend hours. So the whole like thing of filters and cut-off was something that I've always kind of just mucked around on. And then I found this one in the loft and was like, what's this? And he was explaining the story. Because although he made them in the 70s, past then, when analog synthesis went out of fashion in the 80s, you know, it was completely ignored, and just I think that's why it's in such good nick as well. But and then, you know, got it out a few years ago and based the thing around it. I found out from recording that it's actually really heavy. It's got like, it's just a really basic EQ, but it kicks out a hell of an amount of bass and stuff, which, especially if you have just used soft synths and stuff, you forget how brutal proper analog synths can be. You know, they have like this power that obviously you don't get internally. You know, it will distort the fuck out of any you know, input that you're putting into a computer, which is really great, you know. And I use it a lot. If I'm recording it, I don't MIDI it up or anything. I just play live, and then quite often I play it through an amp, because I like that sound, and I like the spring reverb sound you get from an amp as well. Or sometimes if you want like a lot more of a sub sort of sound, then I put it straight in through my universal audio channel. The beauty of all these sort of synths is you'll find a great sound, but then getting it again on stage, you never know what's going to happen. I mean, that's the fun of it as well, you know. So yeah, it'd be good to have like a scientific type figure there at the back, like Dr. Fink.
Yeah,
in white coat. Yeah.
White coat.
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
To sort of do the business. It would be interesting to see how many are actually out there. As I say, there's 3 accounted for so far. This one owned by the guy from Cooper Temple Claws, and one owned by Eddie Temple Morris's friend. So yeah, write in if you've got one.